Yay. Hello,
Ah,
everyone. Here we are, Messages for Lightworkers. I think it's episode 107 because we
it is.
skipped last week. Oh, I am an amateur with my
I'm
iPad. Okay, so Val with Dragonfly Crystals here with my beautiful co-host Marina, Heart Centered Tarot. Um, just want to take a few moments to talk about the offerings that we have. And Marina, could you talk about the beautiful things that you offer on your channel and on your website?
absolutely, absolutely. There, one of the things that I have kind of not spoken about over the last month or two, and that's because people are busy and there's other things going on, is the classes that I offer that you can sign up for. And you can go to my website. Here we go, marinasheartcenteredtarot.com. And you can see what classes are available. And right now I have Achieving Union. It is a 30-day self-directed course, and you get a maybe 5 to 10 minute video from me every day. And there's a set of exercises that go with it that I encourage you to do. The the foundation of the course, what you are trying to achieve through that course, is a stronger union with spirit, a stronger union with your higher self, so that you know when you get messages, impressions, and so on, that they are coming from that higher place. And you can kind of take the ego out of it. So that's what the exercises are designed to do. Now, I say it's self-directed because you will get the video in the morning. When you listen to it, when you do the exercises, is totally up to you. So you fit that into your schedule, however that works for you. So that is the Achieving Union. There is also a Change the Tape, and that is a 1 day class. And that is designed to help you review the tapes in your head that you automatically default to without even realizing it. And it's reviewing those tapes and saying, wait a minute, do I really believe that about myself? Or is this something that maybe I've outgrown, maybe no longer resonates with me? How to identify it and how to change it so that it brings value to your life right now. And we are all going to need to review a lot of that. So go to the website. You can sign up for the course. If you need more information, email me, which, even though the website is there, a lot of people still prefer to email and say, yeah, I'd like to sign up. So we can do that as well. heartcenteredtarot@outlook.com. You can also book yourself in for a reading, whether it's mediumship, tarot, oracle, whatnot. You can do that for yourself. You can also do that for, consider it a gift for someone, right?
Absolutely.
It's a great gift.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Somebody's birthday, Valentine's
Yes.
Day is coming up. Huh?
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely. So
graduation present for someone who's graduating from college or high school, even high school age, 18ish,
yeah,
they could have a reading and see what
absolutely.
their future, all these questions they might have. It's a perfect time for that age or for college graduates to
Yes.
see, what's in
Yes.
store.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So there's a lot of things that are on there. And then of course the Shine Your Light,
Mhm.
um, which is, we haven't set a date yet for January, but that will be coming up. I'm really looking forward to that. So there's a lot of things that are happening. And I think people are waking up,
Oh, yes. They are.
majorly waking up. So yeah, that's kind of what I've got happening in the background and on the website. And you've got some fabulous things. You've got some classes coming up that are
Oh, I
April, and
do.
people are already signing up.
Yes,
Well
they
done.
are. They are actually. I have a meditation class. I know it doesn't sound sexy, but you learn how in just one couple of hours, you learn how to talk to your guides. You talk to your guides,
Yes.
period. In that, that's what we do. I don't go in meditation and just and that's it. No, I have conversations and get answers. And that's what I teach you to do as well, and how to get into that state really fast. Plus,
Mhm.
there's the Akashic Record reading course,
Yeah.
which course, it's just a class, one class. 2.5 hours later, you read the Akashic Records. So that's coming up February 15th, and it's getting kind of full. If you want to jump in there, do so quickly. And there's channeling classes, and there's also Allie and I are doing in April a psychic mediumship course. It's 3 days, 3 different weekend days. So I think that there's a lot to choose from, and you can book a reading if you'd like. Akashic Record reading, intuitive tarot reading. You can even get a Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. You can get a Reiki healing. There's a lot of things you can choose from, but one thing in particular, know that 2025 is going to bring us one wild Mr. Toad's Wild Ride,
Yes.
and this is going to be an adventure. And sometimes
Yes.
we might want to check in and see how is it going from the spiritual aspect. And sometimes we want to know, you know, certain things that are happening in our lives. Why are they happening? What is this about? And that's when you might hear things like, you got to let go of old patterns and ideas
Yeah.
that you might misperceptions. And that's when you might want to jump in and take Marina's class, or 30 days, achieving unity, getting out of those mind scripts and more. You just really will launch yourself for 2025 doing that. And I highly recommend it. So
Thanks, Beth.
thank,
Yes. Yeah.
thank you all for joining us today. Now that
Absolutely.
we're done with our housekeeping, I
Yes.
want to say hi to Patty, Spirit of the Mountain, Emily, Lauren, Mary, Joan, Teresa, Jessica, Christian, Lisa, and Pierrette, Mary, Janet, and Sonia. Good to see you all. I'm so glad you're here. And
Absolutely.
we have, I loved, of course, our synchronistic guides all pooled together and get us. We come with halves and put it together, and boom.
Boom.
So, Marina, I'll let you start first because, yours is
Okay. All
yours
right.
is the launch. Launch it.
Well, what was amazing was that initially I didn't really have a whole lot that was coming to me, and I thought, okay, well, maybe today is just going to be one of those, kind of free for all things and whatnot. And then as I was thinking about it a little more, what I heard was, what's holding you back? And I thought, oh, that's right. What is holding us back? And from there, it just kind of morphed into this. Um, this is the year that not only have we been working towards, but this is the year where we get to see the fruit of our labor, all the things that we have done up until now. This is when we're going to start to see things happening. So I thought, okay, well, that's fabulous. And then I realized, okay, what's holding you back? Nothing. There is absolutely nothing that is holding us back. It's the universe has given us permission to be our authentic selves and to move forward in the knowledge that we cannot fail. We cannot fail. We are powerful beings. So whenever we have those moments of self-doubt and, oh, I don't know, maybe I can't this, maybe I can't, that's a time to stop and say, no, 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 no. So I was drawn to the inner child oracle deck, And I thought, okay, so tell me a little more about this. What do we need to do? Well, I started off with write a letter. And it says, write a letter to your inner child. Excellent. Tell your inner child not only how much they are loved and adored, but how powerful they are, how they are. Your inner child is a creator. It creates its reality every single day, every single moment. Don't like your reality? You can change it. It really is that simple. The next card that came out was emotions are the reflection.
Mm.
So sometimes we need to go in and examine those emotions, and it says, look for the deeper meaning. Okay, so that brings in that, you know, if you were to say, well, yeah, great things. I'm not as lucky as most people. Great
Yeah,
things
like
happen
that.
to other people, but I'm not nearly as lucky as other people are.
Which is so self-limiting. And you may
Yeah.
not realize some of those things you say, and you don't even know you're saying it.
Yes. Yeah. It's just that's one of those tapes that plays inside your
Yeah.
head that you don't realize is playing in the background all
It's
the
on a
time.
loop. It's on a
Yes,
loop.
exactly. So you could say, wait a minute, wait a minute. What makes me think I'm not as lucky as other
Exactly.
people? Where did I come up with that? Who told me that? And I took it on as a personal belief. Oh yes, that's me. Yeah, I'm not lucky.
Yeah,
So
it's
you can
not
tell,
true.
no,
And
it's
here
not
we
true.
are. We're repeating this on a repeat,
Yes,
repeat, repeat.
exactly. And that's what we put out to the universe. I'm not lucky as most other people. Okay,
And
so doesn't want the new car. Just
yeah,
forget it. We're
exactly.
not as
Cancel
lucky.
that order.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
no, no. Because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. The universe is going to conspire to prove to you that you are the world's best manifester.
It
Whatever.
does not judge between
No,
good things or bad things, perceived
no,
good things and bad
no,
things at all.
no.
It's
It
going to
just
make
says,
you
okay,
right. It's
yeah,
going to make you right.
that's what you want. Got it. Okay. So yeah, look for the emotion is a yeah, it's a reflection of what it is that you're thinking. And if it's a reflection of what it is that you're thinking, it's something that you can change. And
Yes.
if you tell yourself that, oh no, I can't change that, it has nothing to do with the universe and everything to do with you, because
Right.
now you are living in that fear. Now you are living in that judgment. You're living in that limitation. And it's going to be harder to get out of that when that is all that you tell yourself. So, it's not circumstance. It's not just bad luck. It's not any of those things. It's something that you have learned to accept about yourself, and you think it is true. And until you change your thinking, that it's going to remain like that.
And
It's
here
never
it
going.
is, a self-fulfilling
Yes.
prophecy that
Yes.
will remain this way, Ron,
Yes.
until you decide otherwise. I
Exactly.
am so abundant. Good fortune comes to me every minute. I am
Yes.
so abundant. My house is my bank accounts, my house, my whole entire energy field is filled with abundance.
Yes.
I mean,
Exactly. Exactly. So, and then the last card that I got was, you are enough.
oh,
You are enough. And the message on the bottom here is, you do not have to give more.
absolutely.
And that is absolutely, it's it feels like it's something primal that, you know, yes, you do not have to give more. You have given as much as you can. Putting up boundaries, putting up limitations, putting up things that that somehow limit you is not serving you. You can say no to that. Absolutely say no to that. So yeah, absolutely. It's not any of that. It's This year is going to be that year that, and you know what? Some of us are going to need to take accountability too for the things that we believe, right?
Yeah.
Because when we are in that state of mind, and we believe that, oh yeah, we're not very lucky, and you know, other people are so much better off than I am and whatnot. You kind of I would kind of want to stop you and say, okay, you're complaining that is, you can see that is something that's not working. And yet you continue to be in that mind space. You continue to do the same things. So what are you getting out of it? Is it the fact that, you know, well, I can repeat my hard luck story and people are going to go, oh no, that is awful that happened to you. That's your reward. That's why you're doing it.
That can be your reward. Absolutely. And don't think there isn't a reward, or you wouldn't keep doing it.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of what
you have a choice, right, Marina? What can you choose? If you keep choosing the same thing, what's going to change? Nothing. You have to make a different choice to change the energy.
Yes.
Right,
nothing
Marina?
changes if nothing changes.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
yeah, sometimes you know, it sounds unpleasant, but really we will do it with we do it with a great deal of love. Is we will call you out on your bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And it's not
absolutely.
It's not a case of, oh well, you know, I've been waiting for this opportunity and this is the gotcha moment. This is what I'm really going to let
nail you with it, or whatever, however you want to say it.
Yeah,
zoom you with it, or whatever.
It's a case of that emotion. We're going to turn that back on you, and we're going to say, look, this is what you're reflecting. Is this what you want to reflect up to the world? And then what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Because, so it's a decision. Here we are at the beginning of the year. Make a conscious choice to listen to your mind script.
Yes.
Write everything down when your mind is saying something to you.
Yes.
Write it down so you can, oh my God, it said that to me? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't even know it was saying that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, write it all down and see what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, sometimes when I was initially kind of doing a lot of the spiritual work and going through some of the muck to change my own thinking and whatnot, it got to the point that I thought, wait a minute, okay, so my mind is telling me, you know, A, B, C, D. If I had a friend who I love dearly, and they spoke to me and they said those words to me, how would I feel? Well, I wouldn't like it. I'd be hurt. That is not a kind thing to say.
Yeah.
Well, then why would I tolerate it from my ego?
There you go. Oh my gosh, yes. Hello. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yes, exactly. I'm in charge. You're not.
Yes, exactly. And our healthy ego is there to work with us and serve us in many ways. So we're not denigrating the ego but we're putting it in its proper place.
Yes.
We're understanding our relationship with our ego. And the
Yes.
relationship is it mirrors what we need to change inside of us
Yes.
99.9% of the time.
Absolutely.
Now, on the other side of that, if it's telling you, oh, you're so good, you're so superior, you're this, you're that, that also is a red flag
Yes.
of your ego that
Yes.
you are above or better than. No.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
any judgment of other people, it likes to go crazy and start pointing things out or make you feel bad because it's comparing you
Yes.
to other things. No, all of that.
Yeah.
Remember,
Absolutely.
that is all ego judgment and whatnot. So,
Absolutely.
so my part of this is I said to the messages for Lightworkers Angels, what do you want to talk about today? As I always do. And they said one word. They said activity. I said, what? Okay. And then I heard, will bring you harmony, understanding, and peace. And what part that was interesting that Marina had is write a letter to yourself, write a letter to your soul, write a letter to your
inner child.
And I love you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is all activity that will bring you harmony, understanding, and peace. And it will also creating action from this place of what is stopping you? Why aren't you, what is it standing in your way?
Yep.
That's the old paradigm of 3D that it's dissolving. There is no foundation for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. So it's like the cell door. I was telling Marina backstage, the cell door that's been unlocked. The prison is now defunct. They unlocked the main key, unlocked every cell, but people don't leave. They don't know that. They don't realize they're free, and they don't push the door open.
Yeah.
So
because there's also responsibility on the other end of that. That means you are a willing participant in your life.
Yes.
You have to take ownership of the decisions that you make.
Like taking the moment. I love that, Marina. And it's like you said about saying something that might be hurtful to someone, an ego saying things to you. It's the same thing here, that no matter what in life, you want to go through life and say things. You can say things that are truthful as they relate to you. As someone who's working with you and relates to you, you can speak to it that way for how something relates to you. But don't get up in somebody's business about their own stuff, doing their own thing, because that's not your thing. That's their thing. So in other words, don't get into anybody else's business like that.
Yes.
But regain your focus. Regain your focus. See that laser light on that sword? Yeah. Trivial matters are distracting you. What's the trivial matter? The ego mind nonsense that makes you feel less than, or all those other things. They're distracting you from your goals. It's literally you saying, hold on, I'm not agreeing with you. And then you go about your business and start doing the activity you need to do to bring you that great thing that you're envisioning. So this is really about staying grounded and focused. So your vibration is rising. Of course, we all are having this vibrational rising this year like crazy. It is going to be tons of downloads, tons and tons, and then some downtime, a little bit of downtime where we're integrating and we're kind of like, where's my energy? Or, wow, I got to sleep, or whatever that may be. But then next, it's coming in again, hard and fast. It's going to be a whole year of this.
Yep.
Like that. So it's a great time of spiritual growth, is all that it really means. Trust the guidance you are receiving. And how do you hear your guidance? When you quiet the ego mind. So when this is quiet, you can hear your guides and talk to them. When you're really connected from your heart, you're hearing your guides and angels. So the final card, which I'm amused at these cards, put your creative energy into action. I mean, I couldn't have dug through here and gotten the best. So Archangel Gabriel joins you to spark your creativity, help with communicate your vision and motivation to make something beautiful. So the part I think that the guides are trying to say here is you can go out and create what you want. No, nothing is holding you back. And there is a time for action this year. This is an action-oriented year. I don't care what your sign is, what the astrology is, or what's going on. You are here to get out there.
Yes.
Make your dreams come true in whatever way that is while you're serving humanity and yourself on your divine plan path. It is all working together.
Yes.
For this during this year. And this year, I can't say for next year, but I know for a fact that this year we have an opportunity that we've never had before. Nothing has been like this year or may ever be quite like this year.
Yes.
So do everything. This is my advice and what I'm going to do. Do everything you can. If you have to sit down and schedule it out, I'm going to sit down and meditate here. I'm going to this, I'm going to that, whatever that is for you.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be like me, but schedule your downtime, schedule yourself, your spiritual work that you want to do, the energy work, whatever it is that you want to bring as light workers. Make time for yourself to feel nurtured and valued and loved, because you can't get out there with no gas in your tank.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't overschedule yourself.
Exactly.
Note to self. Yeah.
And you know what this is? There's a lot of us that have been working towards this and gearing up for this. And I think there's a lot of people that are making decisions about how we are going to go forward.
Yeah.
You know, I know I can speak for myself when I say that, yes, some of the decisions that I am making going forward are decisions that I have been contemplating. But I did kind of get a little stuck in the ego and different things until I kind of had to look at things bluntly and say, okay, all righty, look, I am I have been, well, I've been doing a lot of readings, which I love to do, but I've been doing a lot of readings without getting really anything back in return.
Yeah.
And so
it didn't feel good because your energy gets used and there's no energy back.
There's no,
it isn't about the money. There's the energy about coming back. It's a circle. It's a cycle.
Yes.
And
yeah, it is. And, you know, I had to kind of have a chat with myself and say, well, you know, yeah, there's a lot of people that, you know, maybe their circumstance, maybe they can't afford a full 1 hour reading, but, you know, when you come in the chat and you ask for a question in the chat, and there should be something that there should be that exchange of energy. It has to be reciprocity. And so I did kind of take, like that one card that I pulled about you are enough. Okay. You don't have to give more. Yes, right. I don't have to give more. So while yes, I appreciate that there are some some people who, maybe are on a fixed income. I get that. I'm on a fixed income too.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But I also realized that even on my fixed income, if I decide that I want to drive to the Starbucks and get that grande,
Grande,
mocha,
hell no, venti.
venti, yeah, mocha frappuccino, um, I'm gonna find the $4, $5, $6 to buy
Oh
it,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
So that kind of takes it out of that. Well, yeah, I'm on a fixed income. I understand that.
Yeah.
We are, we will all find ways to get things that we want. The
We
other
will.
part of that is if I'm consciously in the mindset of I'm on a fixed income, I'm on a fixed income, I can't do that, I'm on a fixed income, I am living in poverty consciousness.
Right.
And where is that going to get me? It's not going to get me anywhere. So I have to stop that. I have to put a stop to that. Right?
Yeah.
So yes, sometimes we need to have those uncomfortable talks with ourselves and say, okay, what is it that is my motivation here? Where is it that I'm going to draw the line? Where is it that I'm going to put my energy so that it is beneficial to absolutely everyone, including me?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just saw a question in the chat. I'm just going to say, your happiness does not depend on outside circumstances. Let me say this again. Your happiness, your joy, your bliss, your peace and tranquility is within. Whatever is happening in the world does not control you. That is the drama of this matrix, this game. You go within and you find your peace, your unity, your love, your tranquility. Just so you all have the perspective that the outside world is the illusion. What is the real? Your consciousness. That is that soul that you are, and that soul is you. Even though it's a little fractal projecting down here, that's the real thing. And a little governor we threw in just for fun and to learn is the ego. But that's also part of us. So is the shadow. But it's all the light.
Yep.
It's an illusionary thing down here that there is separateness. There isn't. It's all one. So there you are.
Yeah, there's plenty. And Patty, yes, that is true. Yeah, I decided it was time to get my Zen back.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are began to feel that a few years ago.
The calling back, to get back into
yes,
yeah.
And hello, Amanda Carroll.
I love that. And it is. I'm sorry, we weren't looking at some of these things, but I mean in the chat, that's my job. But no, was I? No. But anyway, no. But it's a good topic of conversation right now at the beginning of the year to think really long and hard about what messages are you sending the cosmic ordering service that you don't even know you just say it, just comes out of your mouth every so often, triggered by something, and you don't even hear yourself say it.
Yeah.
And this is why Marina's 30-day course is a miraculous shift, because you can knock yourself out of the park being able to,
yes,
take care of that.
Yes.
So,
yeah, absolutely. Because you know what? When ego ego will speak loudly. Ego will scream at you. Spirit whispers.
And so you have to stop that ego
Yes.
mind so you can hear your guides.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, and you got to slow them down a little so you can hear. And then, you can hear them anytime, when you're doing readings or, if you're washing dishes and, driving the car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. And it is, once you start having those conversations and you realize that what your spirit guides are sharing with you is always rooted in unconditional love and total non-judgment.
absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ego will tell you that, well, wasn't that special when so-and-so said this to you? It's like they didn't know what you were going through and blah, 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 blah.
Which
Spirit
is
will talk to you.
judgment. Yeah, exactly. And those are the kind of things that create barriers between you and someone else. The things that create separation. If you listen to the ego, those separation comments, separating you from your divine self, separating you from the mirror of that person in front of you, it's all done so you choose to open your heart and choose unity and love. Oddly enough and weirdly, we designed the system ourselves. So
Yes.
we can't complain about it. We can't really complain about it, but I'd like to. No.
Yes.
No, actually, it's worked. But now we're shifting to a higher dimensional structure, a higher frequency. And I always question, is it really a structure we're stepping into? Well, it is, because dimensions in even the 12 dimensions in between, and there's probably even more inside of a dimension, it has levels, but there is a certain operating system within it. And our 3D one isn't part of it. Things in the fifth dimensional frequency, for instance, you have telepathy. You have, and there are some on the higher level who are just energy bodies. But when you're just getting in there, you are in this unity consciousness, this love, this beautiful energy. And who doesn't want to get there? But you have to you slide through fourth dimension, which is the astral, and you learn how to navigate in there and this is every day in the middle of the day, you're flipping around into these different dimensions without realizing it, by your thoughts, by your actions. And these are you're in training when you're in fourth dimension, getting ready to go into fifth. But you're going to be sliding back and forth for a little bit till you get your sea legs ready. And so, it's just an interesting thing to really look at it and say, what's that going to be like? Well, it's like you feeling like you are everyone you see, you feeling like there is no separation and you just totally vibe everyone. You're all, no matter how they show up, you understand them, and because you actually could put yourself in their body, you feel them. So
excuse me,
it's nice to even think about that and realize that is something we are experiencing right now.
Yes.
I'm not saying some of us do, not me. I have not stayed in there. I've glimpsed it. I've been in that state. And so little by little, slowly but surely, we're upgrading this year, where I believe a lot of us light workers will achieve that union, that Christ consciousness, that Buddha consciousness, that oneness consciousness while we are in the body. So, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And high pitches all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the when the download is coming because the ears are ringing. It's like,
the ears ring.
all right.
And when I get just the pressure. I feel the energy pushing down.
Yeah.
And so that's another way I know, but I definitely, as well as you, get the ears ringing kind of thing. And yeah, and just remember, drink a lot of water, because you really need. Here's the thing about water: you need it to even do your readings with people, because you are a conduit, and the more you have, more hydrated you are, the easier it is to connect with the other side, with the higher dimensions. You need that water, because we're water beings.
Yes.
But if you don't have that conduit, that conduit, which is the water, it really allows for the flow. It can really kind of
it makes it much easier. It makes it much easier.
It does.
The flow is
does.
much easier and smoother.
Thank you. I had to have you be articulate for me, because I couldn't. That worked.
So, I heard you. I knew what you were thinking.
Yeah. Hilarious. My ears don't ring because I can't hear it. Deaf. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. I get the pressure on the head. Yeah. I get the pressure.
Yeah.
And my brain feels like it's swirling around. That too. You can kind of feel ungrounded or spacey or all kinds of things to tell you, oh, you're getting a download, or somebody wants to give you a message and you have to sit down and channel. It's that same kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, and Amanda Carroll is taking us to the shower.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Oh, we're not watching. We're not watching, but okay. I mean,
nice towels.
I don't know if I said this on some other show. I don't remember. But the other night I was getting up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and I looked in the mirror, and there was this blue orb and this red. I don't know if it was red or orange, but I think it was red behind me, and I could see him in the mirror. Of course, when I turned around, I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I could see him in the mirror just behind me in front of the TV in our sitting room, in our master bedroom. But the reason why I even say that is there they were. I'm like, oh, and I went and did my thing, washed my hands, and went to bed. All these things, we just take them in our stride now because we're seeing them so often and so normally. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yes, yeah, and they are nothing. They are nothing to fear.
No,
it's just it is. We're just I think that we are seeing things that we have always seen.
Yeah,
but we let our earth selves get in the middle and say, oh no, that was your imagination.
Exactly.
Right. Now we're saying, oh, that's not my imagination. I did see that.
And how many
did hear that banging on the wall? I did hear it.
And how many, and well, you got confirmation of all that too later. There's all this confirmation. But how many people are seeing things out of their peripheral vision as they turn their head? They catch something. It's happening constantly because your conscious mind isn't fixated on what it thinks it should see. You just see it out of the corner of your eye and you're seeing all kinds of things.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Anyway, yeah. Here's the thing, people. I'm saying this to myself too. Everything here today was for me too, I have to say. And
yes,
when you realize you were born with all your gifts, every single human on the planet, you just let go of all the old ideas because none of it is true. They're there, they're open, and they're ready. It is only about you allowing. And it's funny, it was a few years ago. I said, I would ask, I don't know how many years I was asking, am I going to am I going to be able to be a psychic, or a medium rather? Yeah. I'd always hear yes. And I'd be sitting around my house year after year, sitting around my house. And they always said yes. So finally, I saw a class and I'm going to take this for God's sakes. And I took it and, I sat down and did mediumship for someone. How many years are going to go by before you stop asking someone else whether you're going to be something, and you just go, you know what? I am it, and I'm going to get trained up a little bit.
Yes, man. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And I think, I just want to comment that, Ron said, I want to see things so badly. That's why I'm working on my chakras. That is not that is the wrong way to do it, Ron, but I would suggest something different. When you tell yourself that I want to see things, you are limiting what it is that spirit or the universe can provide. You are saying the only way that I can move forward is if I see something. That limits your ability. Open yourself up to being able to receive whatever it is that they want to send you, however it is that they want to send you.
I think that's perfect, Marina. That's perfect, because what you're saying is you might get the scent of something like cigar smoke, or you might get a feeling, an intuitive hit on something. None of those is visualization or seeing with your actual. You may get a download of communication where you have to write, you get these words in your head. That's not your clairvoyance. The vision may be one of the last things you do, or in any order. All these gifts show up when they want to, how they do for each individual person. And if you're not if you're not actually allowing in all these different experiences, you might have missed how many times your guides were talking to you.
Yes.
And so
exactly.
Yeah.
Don't limit what it is that they are trying to communicate with you by saying, I'm only going to believe this if this is the form it comes to me in.
And don't ask for, you got to believe it and trust it. Do not ask for somebody to prove something to you. It is so. It happened and it is so. You are the creator of your reality, and whatever is happening, it is happening because you have opened to allow it. And I always say to my guides, please show me what I need to know today. Or, what message would you like to give me today? Or do you have a message for me today? That is my main one. Do you have a message for me today? They never don't have a message. They always have a message. So, if you keep that up every day, you're going to have some big conversations.
Yes, absolutely. In whatever format they may come to you.
In whatever format.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Patty says, I just the visions and dream time, but strong intuition during the waking hours. That's perfect, because dreams are your reality. Yes. You're in dream, you're out of this meat suit, or some people don't like that. You're out of your avatar and you're in the astral realms and above. You're floating around doing your thing, you're doing work, you're, a lot of things are happening when you're out of the body. And those are important things that it is good to, if you can consciously remember, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
So those heavenly blessed honey. Yeah. Sometimes it does feel like going through through fog.
Yeah.
And I think I had just mentioned to someone the other day that, there are times when, I feel like I'm walking through deep mud in a dense fog. And I just have to have faith that, I'm going to make it through
Exactly.
that. That's when the belief in the higher purpose, the higher power becomes the strongest, because that's when it almost feels like it's being tested.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not, but okay.
Yeah, they do in a way. Well, test might be the wrong word, but you are getting opportunities. They're giving you opportunities. See this, notice this.
Yes.
Whatever it's, if you didn't notice that hummingbird that wasn't supposed to be there at that time of year, who sat that close to you, blah, 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 blah. It's that kind of thing. So I love this smelling hot chocolate. Yeah. And,
yes.
Yeah, I love that. But I like this too. The orb in the bedroom. Patty says, orb in the bedroom. When I was 11, after my mom died, I thought to myself, it might be her, and talked to her until it left. Absolutely.
Perfect.
That was your mom. And oh my God, you were smart enough and wise enough at 11 to talk, to say it. And it gave her such peace.
Yes.
That you recognized her. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my God, I can't believe it's already almost 52 minutes in.
Hello?
I mean, but it's been absolutely wonderful being with all of you today. And I mean, you never know what the guides are going to come in with, but it sure feels like they have a strong message for all of us to get ourselves together and realize we have the ability, the power to push through and do what we want to do. Nothing is holding us back. And do you have anything else you want to say, Marina, about that?
No, you know what? Have the faith that you are on the right path and you are doing the right thing, and you do have the right to set some limitations, some boundaries, whatever word you want to put it on how you move forward with your energy. But know that it is an unlimited energy. It doesn't have a point where once you reach that point, it gets turned off. No, it's just, it grows. It's like when we send out our intention, when we're sending out light and love to the world. The more that we send, the more that is sent back to us so that we can send it back out. It just cycles itself. And that the last thing that I would say is to sit in the knowledge that you are a child of the universe and you can manifest anything that you want. The only thing that is holding you back is the limitations that you place on yourself.
Yeah.
So, by this time next week, 7 days in our time will have gone by. What are you going to do in those 7 days so that when we meet up again, that you can say, you know what? I did something different. Something different. And because I did something different, I got a different outcome.
Yeah. True.
So, the time is going to go by anyway, whether you do it or not. It's a matter of, when do you realize that, you mean it's this easy? Are you kidding me?
That's what just like when I told you guys, I finally, after years.
Yes.
I mean, the last person said, yes, you'll do psychic mediumship. That was Denise Siegel. I had an astrology reading with her. And then finally, I started YouTube. I did all that stuff. I
Yes.
took that class. You're just gaining confidence. You already know you can do it. And these are the things that don't wait anymore. Don't wait any longer. What's holding you back? That's it. Not a thing. Not a thing. What's going to change? Everything by you stepping forward and doing whatever it is. Your world will open like you have never seen anything open. And especially in 2025, this year is going to be monumental. So, in terms of everything you do is going to have a unbelievably big effect. So
Yes.
go for everything as bigly as you can.
Exactly. Exactly.
So thank you
Try
all.
it. You've got nothing to lose.
You've got
You've got
nothing to
nothing to
lose.
lose and everything to gain. So
So
and thank you, Patty Spirit of the Mountain. And thank you everyone for joining us, for being here with us, and for sharing part of your day with us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe to Val, give her a thumbs up,
yeah,
and
would
all
be
that good
nice.
stuff.
And to Marina, Heart Centered Tarot, go there, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Absolutely, because it certainly helps in the algorithms and people
Yes.
can find us. So thank you all. Now, I'm not simulcasting anymore because apparently YouTube doesn't like it for me to do that. So
Yeah.
it's going to be Messages for Lightworkers will be on Marina's channel. So just know I'm going to have to work something out because I fly to Cancun on the 9th of January. So
What?
I know, but we'll talk about, well, there's some things we can do. So I'm going to say, I know, we're going to say goodbye for now and look on Marina's channel for the 108th episode of Messages for Lightworkers. We love you guys. We do this show for you, and without you, there would be no show. So thank you all, and Happy New Year. And I know this year you're going to fly like you've never seen. Bye, everyone.
Bye all.